What if I told you that making someone obsessed with you has nothing to do with chasing them, but everything to do with becoming unforgettable? Most people think the way to stay on someone's mind is by constant texting, showing up, or proving you care. But the truth? The more you try, the less they think about you. Right now, you might feel rejected, ignored, or even invisible. Yet, hidden in that pain is a secret led to the chance to become someone who lives rent-free in their mind, not by force, but by presence, by energy, by transformation. Because the key isn't making them miss you, it's becoming someone they simply can't ignore. Your strength isn't in chasing, it's in becoming magnetic. You're standing at a fork in the road. Will you keep clinging to what's slipping away, or will you become the kind of person they can't help but think about, even when you're not around? If you're ready to shift the entire dynamic, like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I control my emotions, not the world. Let's begin. Number 1. The power of self-control, standing tall amidst chaos. In a world where most people are driven by impulse, reacting to every frustration or disappointment without pause, the ability to remain calm and centered is rare and unforgettable. When tension rises, whether in arguments, disappointments, or unexpected situations, most people explode, stumble, or lash out. But imagine you, standing steady like a lighthouse in the storm. Instead of reacting in anger or panic, you breathe, observe, and choose your words with care. This is the essence of self-control, and it will leave an imprint on anyone who witnesses it. Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your anger if you choose to master it." In the Stoic worldview, it's not the external event that harms you, it's your response to it. And nothing showcases mastery more than the man who stays composed under pressure. People expect emotional reactions, especially in heated situations. But when you respond with restraint, you instantly shift the dynamic. You no longer play by the rules of emotion. You command the room without needing to raise your voice. Picture this. You are in a heated argument. Voices are rising, tensions are escalating. Yet you, instead of matching the chaos, pause, breathe, and calmly express your perspective. In that moment, you become the rare one, the one they will remember. Not because you shouted the loudest, but because you didn't. Your calmness becomes unforgettable. People might not recall every word you said, but they will never forget the feeling you left them with. Here's the opportunity you have. Start practicing self-control, not only when it's easy, but especially when it's difficult. When anger arises, treat it like a test. Take a deep breath. Delay your reaction. Reflect before you respond. Over time, you'll notice that not only will you feel more peaceful internally, but others will begin to view you as someone different, someone steady, reliable, and admirable. Psychologically, this change is powerful. People are naturally drawn to those who exhibit control, especially in times of uncertainty or conflict. They will see you as someone they can trust, someone who brings clarity instead of chaos. And most importantly, you will begin to respect yourself more deeply as you consistently prove that you are the master of your emotions, not their slave. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 2, thinking before acting, the art of rational decision-making. Life constantly presents us with situations where emotions try to take the wheel. Whether it's frustration, fear, excitement, or anger, we are often tempted to make decisions in the heat of the moment. Yet the ability to pause, think, and make rational choices is what separates someone who is constantly swayed by life from someone who calmly navigates it. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius believed that true freedom comes from mastering your thoughts. He wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In other words, your decisions, when made with reason and not impulse, will shape the course of your life. Think about how most people make decisions. They are driven by temporary emotions, reacting without considering the long-term effects. Whether it's quitting a job out of anger, lashing out at someone you love, or choosing comfort over discipline, these decisions rarely lead to lasting satisfaction. But when you shift toward rational decision-making, You elevate yourself above the chaos. You no longer react, you respond. Imagine this scenario. Your friends are arguing about where to go for dinner. The mood is tense, everyone is frustrated, and no one seems to agree. Instead of joining the argument, you calmly suggest a solution that considers everyone's preferences. Instantly, you change the atmosphere. People will notice. They'll associate you with logic, calmness, and leadership, not because you tried to dominate, but because you chose to think before speaking. Here's the opportunity you have today. Commit to pausing before you make decisions. Whether it's in conflict, relationships, business, or personal goals, ask yourself, am I thinking clearly or am I reacting emotionally? Make it a habit. Take time to process, weigh the options, and make choices based on what aligns with your values and long-term vision. The psychological impact is profound. People trust those who remain calm under pressure. Your rationality will make you the person others turn to when they seek advice, stability, or guidance. They will remember you not as someone who gets easily swayed by feelings, but as someone who brings clarity and thoughtful solutions into every situation. And you, most importantly, will experience peace knowing that you no longer make decisions you regret. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 3. Resilience in adversity, turning setbacks into strength. Everyone admires strength, but few understand where true strength is born. It is not forged in times of ease, but in moments when everything seems to fall apart. Life will test you. Loss, betrayal, failure, and hardship are inevitable. The question is not whether you will face adversity, but how you will respond when it arrives. The Stoics, especially Seneca, taught that hardship is not an obstacle, but a tool. He wrote, "No gem can be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Your struggles are not your enemy. They are the very process by which you grow." Most people crumble under pressure. They allow setbacks to define them. They become bitter, hopeless, or stuck. But the resilient man, he is different. He meets adversity with composure and dignity. He does not run from hardship. He walks through it with purpose. And because of that, people cannot help but notice. Not only do they see you standing tall when others would fall, but they feel inspired by your example. Picture this: you lose your job unexpectedly. Most would panic, complain, or retreat into despair. But you take the hit, breathe, and calmly plan your next move. You adjust, you adapt, and you rise stronger than before. Days, months, or even years later, people who witness your resilience will still talk about it, not because you boasted, but because you showed them what true strength looks like. Here's the opportunity. Every setback you face is a chance to demonstrate who you really are. Instead of letting adversity weaken you, let it sharpen you. Embrace the Stoic mindset. See every challenge as a forge, shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of yourself. Remember, it is not the hardship itself, but your response that defines you. The psychological effect of resilience is unmatched. People are drawn to those who endure gracefully. They will look to you not only with admiration but with respect. You become someone they remember, someone they speak about when life gets hard, not because you avoided difficulty, but because you conquered it. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 4. The power of mindful presence, making people feel truly seen. In today's fast-paced world, people are constantly distracted. Phones buzz, notifications pop up, and conversations often feel half-hearted. Most people listen to reply, not to understand. But when you choose to be fully present, completely engaged in the moment, you instantly stand out. The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, taught that life is found in the present moment. He reminded us, think of the privilege you have to be alive, to think, to enjoy. Being present is not only rare, but it is unforgettable. Think about how you feel when someone listens to you fully, without glancing at their phone or interrupting. It feels special, you feel respected, you feel important, and when you give this gift to others, you create a connection they won't forget. It doesn't take grand gestures to leave an impression, just your undivided attention. Imagine sitting with a friend who is venting about a difficult situation. Instead of offering quick solutions or checking your phone mid-conversation, you maintain eye contact, nod, and let them speak freely. In that moment, you are not just a friend, you are a source of calm and understanding. Days, months, or even years later, they will remember how you made them feel, not because of what you said, but because you were fully there. Here's the opportunity you have. Practice mindful presence in every interaction, whether you're with family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers. Put the phone away, stop thinking about what to say next, and listen. Really listen. When you speak, be intentional. When you act, be aware of what you're doing and why. Don't just go through the motions. Be fully alive in the moment. The psychological effect is powerful. People long to be seen and heard. By being present, you fulfill a deep human need that is often neglected. They will associate you with a sense of peace and connection. You'll become someone they feel safe around, someone they trust, someone they want to have in their lives. Not because you dazzled them with words, but because you made them feel significant. Now speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 5. Emotional regulation, mastering yourself when it matters most. In moments of stress, conflict, or emotional turmoil, most people react impulsively. They lash out, withdraw, or become overwhelmed. Yet, those who can regulate their emotions, those who can remain calm and composed, stand apart. They are remembered not because they felt nothing, but because they controlled how they expressed it. The Stoics saw emotional regulation not as suppression, but as mastery. Who controls his emotions controls his life, they believed, and they were right. It's a mistake to think emotional control means never feeling anything. You will feel anger, sadness, excitement, and fear. They are part of being human, but what you choose to do with those emotions is where your power lies. Most people act out their emotions automatically, without pause, but the Stoic man notices the emotion, accepts it, and then chooses his response deliberately. This is the quiet power that makes you unforgettable. Imagine being in a heated meeting. Everyone is stressed, voices are raised and fingers are pointed, yet you stay composed. You acknowledge the tension, but you don't mirror it. Instead, you choose your words carefully, offer a calm perspective, and help settle the room. Your presence alone shifts the emotional energy, and people notice. Later, colleagues will talk about how you kept your composure when others couldn't, not because you suppressed your emotions, but because you mastered them. Here's the opportunity you have now, whenever emotions rise, whether in an argument, during stress, or even in moments of excitement. Take a pause. Ask yourself, am I about to react, or am I about to respond? The difference is subtle but life-changing. A reaction is automatic and often regrettable. A response is thoughtful and deliberate. This shift will make you stand out in every situation. The psychological impact is lasting. People naturally trust and admire those who can remain composed under pressure. They will associate you with stability and leadership. Emotional regulation makes you memorable, not because you always have the perfect answer, but because you control yourself when others don't. This makes you the calm center of every storm, the person others seek out when things fall apart. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 6. Virtuous living, earning respect without saying a word. In a world where people often compromise values for convenience, the man who lives by principle is rare and unforgettable. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius never spoke about virtue as a nice-to-have trait. For them, it was the very foundation of a meaningful life. He famously said, "Do not waste time arguing about what a good man should be one." True virtue is not declared, it is displayed, and people notice. The challenge most face is the temptation to cut corners, to lie when it's convenient, to cheat when no one is watching, to act out of self-interest when faced with difficult choices. But when you choose to live virtuously, even when it's hard, You quietly communicate strength, integrity, and character without ever uttering a word. People may not compliment you directly, but they will remember you. They will trust you. They will think of you when they need someone reliable. Imagine this situation. You're offered an opportunity to gain something by bending the rules. No one would know. Many would take it without a second thought. But you decline. You stick to your principles. You may lose the immediate reward, but you gain something far greater: self-respect and the respect of those who witness your choice. Even if they say nothing in the moment, they'll think about it. They'll remember that you stood for something. Here's the opportunity you have now. Stop worrying about how others perceive you and start focusing on living by your values. Be honest, even when it's difficult. Be fair, even when it's unpopular. Do the right thing, even when no one is watching. Over time, you will develop a reputation that no amount of words or image building can replace. People will instinctively trust you, respect you, and remember you. Not because you demanded it, but because you earned it. The psychological impact of this is profound. We are naturally drawn to people who are consistent, reliable, and principled. In times of chaos, people will look to you as a source of certainty. Your virtue becomes your brand, and your brand will speak louder than any introduction or explanation ever could. You will become memorable simply by being who you are, unshakably aligned with your values. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 7. Acceptance of reality. Finding peace when others panic. When things don't go our way, the natural human instinct is to resist. We complain, we blame, we dwell on what should have been. Yet resistance only amplifies suffering. The Stoics taught the exact opposite. Embrace reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. Marcus Aurelius said, "The obstacle is the way." This wasn't just philosophy, it was a strategy for living. The man who accepts reality, no matter how bitter, instantly rises above those still trapped in denial and frustration. Imagine a project you've been working on fails, or a relationship you cherish ends. Most people would spiral into anger or self-pity, but the Stoic sees this moment differently. Not as unfair punishment, but as part of the natural course of life. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means saying, this is the situation, now how do I respond with strength and dignity? This subtle but powerful shift allows you to act while others freeze. Think about someone you know who always seems composed no matter what life throws at them. Chances are you admire them, you trust them. Why? Because they accept reality instead of fighting it. They don't waste energy on if only or why me. Instead, they channel that energy into adjusting, adapting, and taking the next step forward. This is exactly the kind of man the Stoics aspired to be. Calm amidst chaos, focused amidst frustration. Here's your opportunity. Whenever life hits you with something unexpected, whether it's heartbreak, failure, or disappointment, pause and accept it. Literally say to yourself, it is what it is. Then shift immediately to, what now? This practice will not only help you regain control of your emotions, but will also make you stand out. While others are consumed by resistance, you will be the one moving forward. The psychological impact is lasting. People instinctively respect those who accept challenges without complaint. They will begin to see you as emotionally mature, mentally strong, and capable of handling life's difficulties with grace. More importantly, you will feel at peace. Acceptance gives you back the power you lose when you resist what you cannot change. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 8. Purposeful action, living with clear intention. Most people drift through life reacting to circumstances without a clear sense of direction. They make decisions based on impulses, trends, or temporary emotions. But those who act with purpose, who live each day aligned with their values and long-term goals, stand out in a world full of distractions. Epictetus advised, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Purpose is not just about ambition, it is about living deliberately. Think about the people you admire most. They're not usually the ones who simply go with the flow or do what everyone else is doing. They are the ones who move with conviction. Whether they are speaking, working, or simply spending time with others, you can sense they are intentional about what they do. Purpose radiates from them, not because they tell you about it, but because you can feel it. Imagine you are part of a team where everyone is just trying to get through the day. Tasks are done sloppily, decisions are rushed, but you approach every task with care. You ask yourself, does this align with who I want to be and where I want to go? The difference is subtle but powerful. People will start to notice your attention to detail, your commitment, and your determination. You become the one who elevates the environment, not by pushing others, but by inspiring them through your own actions. Here's the opportunity you have. Stop living on autopilot. Before you act, ask yourself, why am I doing this? If the answer aligns with your values and your long-term vision, pursue it fully. If not, have the courage to step back. Living purposefully will make you more focused, more respected, and ultimately more fulfilled. The psychological effect of living with purpose is undeniable. People are naturally drawn to those who have direction, who live with clarity and confidence. They will trust your leadership and feel more grounded in your presence. More importantly, you will develop a deeper respect for yourself, knowing that you're not wasting time or energy on things that don't serve your higher purpose. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 9. Gratitude for the present, the quiet power of appreciation. In a world obsessed with chasing more success, more recognition, more possessions, it's easy to overlook the blessings you already have. Most people live in a state of constant dissatisfaction, always reaching for the next thing, yet never feeling fulfilled. But the Stoics knew a powerful secret. Gratitude transforms how you experience life. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess." Practicing gratitude isn't weakness, it's strength, and it makes you unforgettable. The truth is, few people take the time to appreciate the present moment. They complain about small inconveniences, take relationships for granted, and forget that even the simple act of being alive is a privilege. But when you choose to live with gratitude, you radiate a sense of calm and contentment that others instantly notice. You stand out, not because you are louder or more successful, but because you carry peace within you. Picture this. After a long day, while others complain about the workload or the weather, you express genuine gratitude. You thank your friends for being there. You enjoy the quiet moments. You even find joy in simple routines. People notice. They may not always say it out loud, but deep down, they'll feel it. They'll feel warmer around you, more comfortable, more valued. And when they look back on those moments, they'll remember the way you made them feel. Here's the opportunity you have. Practice gratitude daily. Pause and recognize what you have, the relationships, the lessons, the small victories. Don't wait for everything to be perfect to feel grateful. The more you appreciate life as it is, the less dependent you become on external achievements for happiness. This will make you emotionally resilient and quietly powerful. The psychological effect is subtle but lasting. People naturally gravitate toward those who appreciate life. Gratitude makes you someone who brings light into every room, who uplifts without trying. You'll leave people remembering not just your words or actions, but the energy you carried. The rare energy of someone who genuinely enjoys life, regardless of circumstances. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 10. Emotional intelligence, the unseen advantage. In every interaction, there is more happening than words alone. Beneath every conversation, every silence, every gesture, emotions are flowing. Most people are either unaware of them or ruled by them. But those who possess emotional intelligence, the ability to understand, manage and respond to emotions, both theirs and others, hold a quiet advantage. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Mastering emotional intelligence doesn't make you manipulative. It makes you deeply human and unforgettable. Emotional intelligence begins with awareness. Most people feel but do not notice. They speak but do not listen. They react without understanding what triggered them. But when you slow down and pay attention to the emotions present, your own and those around you, you unlock the ability to respond intentionally. You are no longer just reacting, you are guiding the interaction. Imagine you're in a disagreement. Instead of trying to win, you listen carefully not just to words, but to the emotions behind them. You notice frustration, fear, or insecurity, and instead of escalating the conflict, you respond with empathy. You acknowledge how they feel before offering your perspective. Instantly, the dynamic changes. The conversation shifts from confrontation to connection. The person you're speaking to will remember you, not because you overpowered them, but because you made them feel seen and understood. Here's the opportunity. Start observing before reacting. In every interaction, ask yourself, what's really going on here emotionally? Is this anger? Is it fear? Is it disappointment? By doing this, you develop an uncommon sensitivity that allows you to navigate situations calmly and effectively. You become the one who can diffuse tension, deepen relationships, and earn trust without needing to dominate. The psychological impact is profound. People don't always remember what you say, but they always remember how you made them feel. When you practice emotional intelligence, people will associate you with comfort, safety, and understanding. You'll become the one they turn to, not just in times of conflict, but when they need someone who truly listens. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. You came here thinking the secret was to make them miss you through words or actions, but now you realize the real magic happens when you stop seeking and start becoming. They don't hold the power, you do. And when you own it fully, they won't just think of you, they'll wonder how they ever let you go. If you're ready to keep growing into someone unforgettable, like this video, subscribe and comment. I am unstoppable. Stay calm, stay disciplined, and keep building. The right people will never forget the man you become.